Welcome back to Dad Ruins Everything. Last time I ruined chakras and New Age mysticism. Today I ruined tarot cards and tarot card reading. Think tarot cards can predict the future? Your personalized reading predicts that you're about to be disappointed. This Ruins installment is brought to you by PaigeHailyHall. She suggested this topic, so here we are. Per usual, I didn't really know much about tarot before all of this, so I blocked off some quiet time and started reading. A quick warning, I may mispronounce a few things along the way. I do my best, but feel free to be brutal in the comments. Our first stop takes us back to the 15th century in Europe, where tarot cards were originally used for playing card games. That's right. Tarot cards started as a deck used for games like tarocchi, a popular pastime among Italian and French aristocrats. They were just another deck of playing cards with no mystical or fortune-telling properties. We're off to a bad start. It wasn't until the 18th century that people started using tarot cards for divination. The shift was largely thanks to a guy named Antoine Coeur de Gibelin, who speculated without evidence that tarot cards were ancient Egyptian in origin and contained hidden mystical wisdom from the lost book of Thoth. Never mind he never actually studied Egyptian culture or history, and that this predated the deciphering of the hieroglyphs, which we didn't end up figuring out until 1822 with the Rosetta Stone. But I guess if you're gonna just make something up, you should go big. But hey, I know that the first thing I assume is ancient Egyptian secrets when I see a European deck of medieval playing cards. Shortly after, occultists like Jean-Baptiste Daliet jumped on the bandwagon, assigning mystical meanings to the cards and creating specific fortune-telling spreads. From there, tarot became part of Western esotericism, blending with astrology, numerology, and other mystical traditions. Aliet's tarot deck added astrological signs and alchemical symbols. Aliet's mystical qualifications? He was a Parisian wig maker. By the early 20th century, the most recognizable tarot deck, the Rider-Waite deck, was created by Arthur Edward Waite. This deck standardized much of what people now associate with tarot readings. Waite was a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, an organization dedicated to ceremonial magic and the occult. Sounds legit. The famous illustrations, still widely used today, were created by Pamela Coleman Smith, who, fun fact, barely got any credit or money for her work. Wonder why that is. Weird. Not all rebrands of tarot had staying power. I read a bit about Aleister Crowley and his Thoth tarot deck. Woof. Crowley was described as a magician, occultist, and all-around chaos agent. His life was a bizarre mix of rituals, psychedelic drugs, and sexual magic, and he believed that tarot could unlock supernatural powers. His deck, published in 1943, is generally considered to be dark, controversial, and deeply weird. It's largely avoided by modern tarot practitioners. Since then, the mainstream popularity of tarot cards took off, merging with New Age spirituality and pop culture. And, as expected, where there's demand, there's money to be made. Today, tarot cards are a multi-million-dollar industry, with decks, guidebooks, courses, online readings, and personalized interpretations all available for a price. There are even tarot apps, and even AI readings. Nothing says mystical wisdom like unbridled capitalism. You knew it was coming. Let's break down the problems with tarot reading in the form of a list. Many tarot books and websites still claim tarot comes from ancient Egypt, the Kabbalah, or even Atlantis. Some decks include symbols from Celtic, Norse, Buddhist, and Native American traditions, even though tarot has nothing to do with any of them. Tarot is now an ever-expanding mix of borrowed spiritual traditions, pop psychology, and modern reinterpretations. Tarot readings rely heavily on a reader's ability to suggest vague, generalized statements that people interpret as being personally meaningful. This is known as the Barnum effect, where people see themselves in vague descriptions. I go into this in more detail in my astrology video. If a reading suggests that you'll find love or face challenges soon, you'll start noticing things that confirm that reading, whether they're actually meaningful or not. Shuffle a deck and lay out some cards. Guess what? They're just pieces of paper. Any meaning attached to them is entirely subjective, And you can just reshuffle and they'll come out different every time. The meanings of tarot cards have evolved over time, often changing completely depending on the reader, the deck, and the interpretation system they follow. There is no historical or cultural consistency in the symbolism. The Fool, the Death card, or the Lover's card have different meanings at different times. So which version is the right one? Many of the associations, like linking tarot cards to astrology, numerology, or psychology, were created in the last couple centuries. If tarot is truly an ancient mystical system, why does it keep getting rewritten? Some tarot enthusiasts argue that the deck taps into universal energy or connects with subconscious intuition. This sounds impressive, but doesn't hold up under scrutiny. No measurable energy fields have ever been linked to tarot cards. If such an energy existed, it would be observable under controlled conditions, but no scientific study has ever confirmed it. The idea that shuffling paper cards can tap into cosmic energy while remaining scientifically undetectable is, let's just say, suspect. You can now get online tarot readings, AI-generated tarot readings, and even tarot apps that read your fortune. It's like having a fortune-telling magic 8-ball, but more expensive. Personalized tarot readings can cost anywhere from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars, depending on how special the reader claims to be. If someone is charging money for a mystical insight that should be free and universal, that's probably a red flag. Apps, AI chatbots, and even Instagram filters can generate tarot spreads with algorithm-based interpretations. Ironically, some tarot practitioners are furious about this, claiming that AI readings lack the energy and intuition. Relying on tarot to make decisions can discourage rational analysis and personal responsibility. Some people use tarot as a crutch for decision-making rather than assessing real-world evidence and consequences. Worse, some use tarot to diagnose spiritual ailments instead of seeking professional help for mental and physical issues. Spoiler alert, a card with a skeleton on it does not actually predict death. If you could only take away one thing from this video, I think it should be that tarot decks were for card games and didn't become magical until 300 years later. Like most scammy things, tarot only becomes a problem when people treat it as a legitimate source of guidance, or worse, spend their money on it. At best, tarot is a storytelling tool, a way to think about personal issues in a symbolic manner. At worst, it's a pseudoscientific scam that preys on vulnerable people looking for answers. And with that, I hope tarot cards and fortune-telling are sufficiently ruined for you, or for someone you're about to forward this to. If you enjoyed this episode of Dad Ruins Everything, let me know what I should ruin next. If you found this video educational or entertaining, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm just getting started and I could use your help. Feel free to argue, suggest, or whatever in the comments below. Thanks, and have an awesome day.